Now we're still in issue number 416 and December 2nd of 2023. So here we go. Dewey Jr. Let's start off. Part 2, Science and Technology. Now, head lice help chart human migration. Now, I've never had lice before, but I did have dandruff, so I really know how itchy it could be when you have problems with your hair. Also, lice, I've heard, is more serious than dandruff. Unless you got extreme dandruff, but luckily I didn't get extreme dandruff. It was head lice. Now, what are head lice, and how can they help chart human migration? Well, let me explain what head lice are first, and why they're with humans. Well, here we go. Now, lice is those little animals that you can find in your hair, and they just make you itchy because they suck your blood like a mosquito, but head-wise, and they lay eggs into your skin, into your hair. Which is also another reason why it's itchy, and there are white stuff in your hair. And so you hate those stuff. It's pretty itchy, and it's also really, really annoying and unhygienic. And so there are ways people make sure that you just comb your hair. But also I've seen like American Housewife episodes, like a few American Housewife TV show episodes. And what I see is like the girl in there, like the youngest member of the family, was like soft, ooh, little pets, I got pets. And the mom was like, you got lice. And then at the end of the video, it's like, end of the show, that little girl is all like, well, I'm sorry that my mom had to kill you, and puts the lice back in her head. Have a nice sweet home, even though they're all dead. So yeah, this is a bad idea. And so the head lice actually help chart human migration because lice are dependent on humans. They can't survive more than 2 days without human contact. And so the longest living head lice known to live is like a month, and eggs they lay hatch in a week, and the little maggots, which are basically baby lice, hatch in a week, and they grow up in a week, and then they get to live 3 more weeks. That's not much of a long life if you consider it from the human perspective, but it's actually pretty long for them. They've lived a long life for head lice. Yeah. Ugh. Now, how does this help? As I've already mentioned, lice can't survive without humans for 2 days. So you can just compare lice samples from everywhere in the world, and they've eventually got 25 areas around the world of samples of lice around there, and they compared samples from it. They compared the DNA of it. Apparently, Central American lice DNA are more similar to the Asian lice, and the African lice, and the European lice is pretty similar to everything else too. But there are also some Asian lice and African lice that goes ahead from the North and South American lice that are all similar, North American and South American lice, and that's about it. And you also, a piece of advice, don't think head lice are pets. They're obnoxious, and they're the reason why you itch. So just comb them out, and don't use them with your hands. Use your comb. Don't comb it with your hands. Comb with your actual comb, because it's not gonna be good. Trust me. Now, next up, we're going to have to talk about some sports. Now, here we go. Sports. Junior gymnasts. Now, junior gymnasts, they're like 16 years old or younger, or older to 18 years old. They do it for fun. Junior gymnasts jump for joy. Now, some of the world's best young gymnasts actually recently took part in the first junior world championships for trampoline, when they've actually done a pretty darn good job. They did really good tumbling, and they even did a little high jumps too, and they even did a bunch of flips. And at the championships, Team GB's Max Mickelson and Tom Gibson won the men's synchronized trampoline jumping, and Jada Lai Jeffers, I'm pretty sure I butchered that, from Birmingham, won the women's tumbling title, which is awesome. I mean, they're both in Birmingham, and all these contestants are UK, so I'm not really sure what to say. But hey, it is UK news after all. Now, to my favorite, the book club. Now, as you can see, I've got a bunch of books. In fact, this isn't even 100%. This isn't even 50% of my collection. This is more like 33%. It's like 20% of my collection. But the thing is, books are awesome, and there are lots of things. And one of my favorite authors is Kate DiCamillo. So I haven't actually expected her to be this old, though. Now, this author tells us about puppet shows she's actually created as a kid. I've read her pretty good books like Because of Winn-Dixie and The Tale of Despero. I've even seen the movie version of it. They're really, really good. Now, also, apparently there's this book I haven't heard about called The Puppets of Spellhorse. It's about 5 puppets who were discarded in like a sea captain's chest, and then they got obtained by 2 girls, and they have a bunch of ambitious goals for these puppets. Nice. Now, apparently, Kate DiCamillo had puppets as a kid, and she always did little puppet shows with the neighbors, of course. And her favorite Christmas tradition, apparently, was to go ahead and leave some cookies for Santa, and of course, carrots for his reindeer. Not sure reindeer can fit through a chimney, though. And her favorite book was Pinocchio, the illustrated version by Carlo Collodi. And her favorite treat to give herself and to give to others were books. And there's also a reader's recommended thing called Dogman 20,000 Fleas Under Sea. I actually have the book here somewhere, but I'm not going to show it to you because it's going to be a hassle. Apparently, this the recommender of this book, called Adia, said that the book was funny, awesome, and original. The book will make any kid or even adults laugh out loud. Not sure adults. Asian adults, though. Asian parents. Yeah, that's about it. And finally, we're gonna have to talk about we're in the book club, A Mischievous Mission. Now, some of those who actually read Minnie the Minx, it's actually a pretty old comic series. It's the 70th birthday, and it's been the 70th birthday in 2023, and it's been existing for then. And of course, you know these comics as Beano comics from the Beano Town. And I've never actually read these comics myself, but it seems to me that it'll be pretty good. It seems pretty fun enough. And there's this girl called Minnie and her cousin, and they go ahead and do a bunch of pranks. And Beano itself has existed, and in fact, they now got little Roblox things too. And they finally got their own Boomik, which is a mixture of a book and a comic, which is like Ulysses, like Kate DiCamillo's Ulysses book. It's actually a Boomik too. It's a comic and a book, and it's about Minnie going ahead and doing lots and lots and lots of mischief. And apparently, her parents doesn't seem happy for her when she becomes the team captain for the super epic terrible cricket team, and they don't seem very happy at all. And so to try to cheer him up, Minnie actually attempts the most epic prank in Beano Town history, which involves apparently an unusually large amount of baked beans. Oh, nice! With her cousin Dennis. This is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be really interesting. And last but not least, coding time on screen. Now, this isn't actually the last thing I'm going to talk about, but it is on screen. There are actually 3 more things we're going to have to go through. Coding time. Now, if you've ever been on code.org, I have, you probably know how fun it is. You can try the Minecraft educational. You could try the dance party time, or you can even do the weather control thing. Now they have added an AI function now. I haven't been on there for 2 years. Wow. And apparently, in the Hour of Code event, it's all about getting people into coding. They added a Minecraft Hour of Code generation AI lesson where you have to create Minecraft inventions with AI, and they even added a dance party coding time where you're going to have to make music videos for popular songs like Harry Styles and Miley Cyrus. They even added a little AI where you have to train an AI to learn that this is a fish. This is not a fish, just like real people do, except it's like a lower scale. Now, channel of the week, the Scratch Team. This is a YouTube channel which goes ahead and it's from the people who created Scratch and tells you about how to do great Scratch projects. Game of the week, Super Mario RPG. Now, this isn't actually a new game. It's actually from 1997. However, this particular game I'm actually talking about is actually the remastered version of the original Super Mario Bros. Game. Dun, 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 dun. I've never beaten it, though. I always run out of time. Ugh. And it's like the RPG version, the 3D version, and you're still going to have to battle the original epic monsters, though. Yay! Website of the week, NASA Plus. It's made from the people from NASA. Yes, National Aeronautics Space Agency. And they're all about greatness. They talk about space, they talk about stuff, and they even talk about live events from the ISS, International Space Station, which won't be lasting long. So, I'll live to see the day that it comes out of commission. And finally, last but not least, yes, for real this time, the little shop on the cliff face. Now this is in the okay, this is Chinese. Xinniuzhai National Geological Park in China. I'm pretty sure I butchered that. And climbers scaling cliffs can go ahead and go into this dubbed, and apparently people call it the most inconvenient convenience store. And once you get up there, you get your little reward, a free water bottle. Yes, it looks exactly like this. Oh, Chinese water bottles look like this. And the park manager actually says that it takes about 90 minutes to climb up the slope, and climbers are given a free bottle of water when they finally get in. It's like 120 meters above the ground. I'm never gonna climb that high unless I've got a rope harness or I'm attached to a helicopter. Yeah. And that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this 2-part series about the Week Junior December 2nd, 2023 416th issue. I'll see you guys soon in the next issues. And until then, wherever you are, whenever you are, wherever you're watching this, whenever you're watching this, be safe, wear a helmet, and be good and be awesome. Keep cool, everyone. See you guys soon. Me, Shnan out. Peace.